All right, hey, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. We are Adamson Roofing Company. My name is Len.
My name is Orlando. I'm a project manager with Adamson Roofing Company.
Yes, and Orlando has been with us for a long time. We are so happy to have you here. Orlando, like if you need a roofing estimate or a project estimate, he's one of the guys that would show up at your home and sort of go over those things with you. But what are we talking about today, Orlando?
Today we're talking about the Intake Pros with GAF.
Okay, now tell me, why would somebody need, well, what is Intake Pro, first of all? Tell us what that is.
So Intake Pro is an intake that is installed on the roof, on the eaves. These are for homes that don't have intake on the soffits, so like overhangs. So in that case, we have to install them on the roof.
Yes, and the thing of it is, right, the reason you need intake, period, this is intake air, is to feed your ridge vent or whatever venting you have at the top of the roof, correct?
Exactly. It's very important because that's where all the cool air will enter from, and then it will flush out all the hot air out from the ridge vent at the main ridge.
Yes, and the reason we use it more here in Atlanta is because, as Orlando mentioned, a lot of homes do not have soffits.
Yeah,
they've got these Craftsman style eaves with designer rakes hanging off the edge. So this is really a great product, right?
Yeah, and it's very important because, like I say, the ventilation system is going to help your roofing system last way longer than if it were to not have any intakes.
Now, when you run into a house where you install Intake Pro, have you ever run into a situation where there's no intake air at all?
Yes, many times. And then those roofs, they never last long.
Yeah, I mean, the roofs really burn out very quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So, and that's the problem with hiring a company that's not certified, or they don't really understand the rules of the road when it comes to making sure your roof has everything that it needs. So once you install the Intake Pro and the roof is all set up, sort of what other things do you run into on a normal roof install that you might want to talk about here today?
So on a normal roofing install, of course, the underlayments, of course, we're always using the ice and water rubber membrane on the more vulnerable areas, collection points. Then from there, we have the synthetic underlayment. That's the moisture barrier. Once we finish installing that underlayment, none of the roof decking is exposed. And then new code now is drip edge. Installed on the whole perimeter of the roof.
Well, I like that you say drip edge. It is new. It's relatively new.
Yeah.
Drip edge now it's been in the code now for, gosh almighty, somewhere north of 10 years, right? But it's new to us because it seems like only yesterday we weren't required to put it on.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Then a lot of roofs actually still don't have drip edge. So always when we're doing a new roofing system, we're installing drip edge. We always have to go into detail what the drip edge does and what it's meant for.
What it is and why we need it. And unfortunately, a lot of roofing contractors still do not install drip edge. Yeah. And it's unfortunate because it's required. Poor homeowner, they go to sell their home and they find out that they have a new roof. But when the home inspector starts sniffing around and figures out, well, hey, listen, there's no drip edge and the roof isn't properly ventilated, they run into a lot of problems trying to get to closing because now they got to haggle over fixing more issues that they weren't intending to have to deal with when it comes to selling the home, especially here in the Atlanta market.
Exactly. Then installing drip edge, that can be an expensive repair.
Yeah. Absolutely. To do it after the fact, for sure. But listen, I would say, if you need a roof, if you've got roofing issues, Orlando's your guy. Give us a call. We're here at 678-424-1919, or you can reach us at AdamsonRoofingCompany.com. If you'd like to ask for Orlando specifically, please do so. Celeste is our office manager. She is the one that sets up all these appointments. You give us a call. We'll come out. We'll figure out what your issues are. We'll write you a quote while we're there. And we can even schedule the work to be done while we're there, right?
Yes, definitely.
So, but anyway, again, I'm Len.
And I'm Orlando.
We are Adamson Roofing Company. Thanks for taking time out of your day to listen to what we have to say. Please like and subscribe to this channel, and we'll bring you more content, more of the similar content. If you have any ideas, certainly let us know. We'll be glad to accommodate any request for content.
Thank you.